In the bottom left, we've got our Terran player, a macro god, and looking brilliant in that previous game, he is...
State Bomber.
And in the upper right, we have the multitasking beast struggling in the early game in game number 1. How will he do in game number 2? We're going to see. He is...
FS GuMiho.
All right, Tasteless.
All right, Tosis. Can I call you Tosis?
Call me whatever you want, Tasteless.
You know, I told you the rap song I've been making up. People don't know this, but I actually make up stupid songs.
Yeah, he does.
When my phone dies on the subway and I have no one to text, and my iPad is not there and I can't read.
Yeah.
Of like you with a what is it, a headband on? You know, and you're like rapping like, they call me the Tosis. My back's got scoliosis. If you watch StarCraft 2 with me, you will learn through osmosis. And then I ran out of Osis things in the subway. I got to my subway station, so I just got off.
It's a pretty good song.
Hey, man. The
Probably
Tosis,
that
dude.
could go platinum. You could sell that.
I could go, yeah, man. I'd sell out. I'd sell out hard, dude.
Yeah. Hey, both players here opening gas. GuMiho with his gas first. Not surprised to see that. And, you know what? GuMiho, you know, this is definitely a map where we've seen him go for a Viking Hellion composition quite often. Definitely could be what he's going for here.
I think we've seen his best games on this map. Am I correct about that?
Some of them.
Whenever I think of
definitely.
GuMiho, I automatically remember games he's played on this map.
My brain goes to Entombed before this one, but then this one's second.
Oh, yeah, and Entombed's another one, actually.
Yeah.
I could see that. Not Whirlwind.
No, not Whirlwind. Well, Bomber, you know, with him teching up, if they both tech and GuMiho goes for like a Reactored Hellion Viking composition, he's very good against other tech builds with that. So that could really play into his hands. We'll see though what he wants to go for here.
If I'm Bomber, I'm going to do the same thing as game number 1. Just Bomber play.
Well, you didn't go command center first.
Okay. No, sorry, go ahead. Because I wouldn't want to, you know,
Tastes are
interrupt you.
awesome. No, never mind. All right. Well, it looks like GuMiho is going straight up into a Banshee, whereas a Bomber is actually going Reactored Hellion into a command center. And this is actually, I feel like this matches up very well for Bomber. He's going to have the Reactored Hellions so that he can put pressure on against non-Reactored Hellions. And he can get his Starport up quick enough that Vikings are going to deal very well with Cloakless Banshees. Cloakless Banshee against Viking Tasteless, I don't want to describe it too graphically.
Gee Willikers.
But it's brutal.
All right, we'll see what happens then. Yeah. Speaking of Bomber, just a quick question. You ever played Bomberman?
Like forever ago.
They had a Bomberman on Sega Saturn, and it was 8-player.
Wow. Well, I
Might
only
have been
played
more
on
than
Nintendo.
8-player. Huh?
I played on original Nintendo.
Well, it's pretty much the same experience on any
okay.
system, man. It's like the exact same. Yeah, it's a great game. Great party game.
Like, have you ever played Bomberman?
Hey, you know what we should do for Halloween?
Like, yeah, dude, I played him on the ladder.
We should dress up as Bombermen for Halloween and get our asses kicked. We're like, who are you? I'm like, I'm the red Bomberman. Like, what about him? I'm like, he's the blue Bomberman.
It's pretty funny. All right, well.
All right, he's driving him out, Bombers. I almost called it Bomberman. Bomber's driving GuMiho out now. The angling here is just superior right now for Bomber. Yeah, way better control.
You know, his Hellions are doing a very good job. A lot of SCVs down here for repairing. And,
well, this got dismantled pretty quickly.
That was interesting. GuMiho not... I don't know what the plan was there exactly. That was a little bit rough. He's trying to keep his Hellions alive while repairing them and killing the greater number of Hellions.
That was almost like a too technical of a rush.
Yeah, it was. What he was trying to do there was like something that if it had worked, we'd be like, God, he's so good. But how often is that going to work? Because he just, I mean, it's 4 Hellions against 1 Hellion and 3 SCVs. I I don't think so.
I don't think so. Not so much.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Well, Bomber right now is actually going Hellion Viking. And GuMiho is too, but not as many Hellions. So this Hellion attack is going to be kind of brutal. Because he can land his own Vikings here. And down they go. This is really bad news for GuMiho. He may be going down to play Huck in a moment.
Yeah. All right, the Commander did not finish either, which is really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, even if he has to back off of this attack, which he might not have to because of the second Vikings here.
I mean, he's doing a lot of damage. The Spy is 10 apart already at this point in the game. We do have a Banshee actually going across the map for GuMiho, but Bomber's popping out. He has another Viking and another one on the way. So
oh man, if he has to, oh god, this Banshee's been deflected.
Everything
wow,
is going
GuMiho. This is just not his.
He's
his
getting
best
owned,
three.
man.
Yeah, he's getting man-handled. GG.
Well, that was a lot quicker than I thought it would be. Well, here's the thing. All right, they both teched. It's not like GuMiho's terrible and Bomber's the greatest thing ever, even though Bomber's pretty darn great.
I think he's pretty
Bomber got the better build order there for certain. It was a Cloakless Banshee, non-reactored Hellion build against a reactored Hellion build into Command Center, into Star right afterwards. So everything about Bomber's build countered GuMiho's build. That was just a terrible matchup. You have to look at that and be like, oh, it's like getting 4-gated when you're trying to go 3 Command Centers or something. You know, you're just like, oh, you know, not likely to live through that.
Well, I mean, he's still got a shot. I think GuMiho versus Huck is going to be sick.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Sniper against Bomber.
These are good matches today. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, took the words right out of your mouth.
Yeah,
took the sounds right out of your mouth, huh?
Yeah.
We're going to go to that match in about 5 minutes. Sniper against Bomber. So